Hi, this video is a short tutorial for the instructors of Education 512, Issues in Education, and the tutorial is about grading using the rubric on the assignment site. So I want to go back just a minute. Okay, this is the Spring 2018 course, and although no assignments have been submitted yet, I want to show you how to get to the rubric that you're going to be using. So if you go down to the first review and analysis report, just as you would if you were getting ready to grade student papers. So click on Review and Analysis Report, and then the page will come up. Go to the bottom of the page and you'll see Grading Summary, and it'll tell you how many participants, how many have been submitted, how many need grading. Click down to View, Grade All Submissions. And when you get to that page, you'll see a list of all of the students on the left, and then here it says no submission. But if there were submissions, you'd be able to click on that, read the paper, and then close the paper out and go back to this page. This is where the important piece comes. You're going to click under Edit. And when you click on Edit, you'll see Grade. Click on Grade, and then that student's page will come up with the rubric. And the importance of this is that each one of the components of the rubric is listed. Here you'll see this is for the review and analysis report. You'll also do this for the annotated bibliography assignment and then the final project. So you'll see the introduction and conclusion section. This gives you a synopsis of the description for each point category. So you'll see here 8 out of 10, or 8 to 10 points, 6 to 7, and then 1 to 5 points, and with the descriptors there. After reading the paper, then you'll know how this student did. You're going to go over here and click and record the number of points that that student earned. And then in this box, you can click and you can write any feedback comments that you wish. Then you'll go down to the next category. That's the actual review and analysis section. This one's worth a possible 20 points. Again, the descriptors for the point categories are there. You'll go over here and click score, and then record the score that the student received. I don't know why we got there. And then again, in the box, you can write your feedback comments. You'll do this for the position section, reflection section. There's a section for APA compliance and writing quality. By doing this, the student is able to actually see this rubric and understand where the points were deducted and why, and then get your feedback as to how to do better the next time. Then you can scroll down and include more feedback comments here in the larger box. This is often, if you recall from the second training video that was made, this is where you are able to perhaps refer students back to the Mackay text or to the Koons text, so that you can scaffold their learning and help them see where they need to make improvements and then how to do that. Now, if you have graded the paper and then made feedback comments directly on that student's paper, then of course you can save the paper, and you could then drag that feedback or that paper back down to this particular file here, to the Dropbox for feedback files. You could do that. Sometimes if a student has tried to rewrite the paper or just is not very successful, I will, after the student has tried again, give them an exemplar, and so I would drag that file and drop it here so the student could see what does a really good paper look like and how to do it. When you're done grading, if there are a lot of students or a lot of assignments in, you would click Save and Show Next, and then automatically the next student paper will appear. There'll be a place to click on that paper and it'll come up for you to read, and then you'll go through the same process again. And then when you're done, you can go down to save and show next. If it's the next one you get to hasn't been submitted yet, then you can just go down here and click next to get to the next paper. But this way, by doing this, you're saving your comments and the points that the students have earned directly on that rubric, and it's much more of an educational experience, a teaching opportunity, if you will, when they can look at the rubric and they can see your points, the points they earned, but then see why they lost points in each one of these areas. And particularly when you get to the review and analysis section and the position and reflection sections, those are the most important pieces there, and they really need to know why they missed points and what they need to do to earn more points. The boxes will keep going as long as you keep typing, so you don't need to worry about that. So this is a very short tutorial, but it shows you the steps in using this particular, the rubric. So again, when you go back to Review and Analysis 1, you're going to click on it on the main course site. It'll get you here. You're going to go to the bottom of the page, click on View and Grade All Submissions. When that comes up, you can click on that first submission. That'll be over here, and then hit Edit. After you've read it, the paper, hit Edit, and then that rubric comes up. You'll record all of the points and the feedback comments in that rubric, and then when you're done, you can write your feedback comments here if you want to elaborate, which I often do. If you want to drag an exemplar after the student has given it another try, you can do that, or any other report that you may wish to include on that. Let me get rid of this. Sorry about that. I'll get back to assignment. Well, it's just not going to let me get rid of that. And then go down to the bottom and click Next. Well, I'm sorry that happened. But so once you have tried that a couple of times, you'll find it much more successful. Then I can also go into your files and see how your feedback comments compare to mine, compare to Dr. Gates's or anybody else that's teaching this course. And it's a way for us to get real continuity between our grading. So I hope this short tutorial has helped you out, and that you'll be able to feel real comfortable the next time you start grading papers.